We turn to a story now about babies and whether they're able to learn inside the womb. It's called prenatal learning. And for expectant couples eager for every last competitive edge, it's never too early to start. But do these products really deliver on those great expectations? David Wright went looking for answers.
Where's Greenland? There it is. Yay, Lily.
For those who say you're never too young to learn, try plugging the search term smart baby into YouTube. It may give you some doubts.
Yep, where's Russia?
There you'll find plenty of brainy babies.
What about Indiana?
Indianapolis.
Nice job, buddy.
Kids who'll dazzle you with geography and other skills.
What's the capital of Lebanon?
Beirut.
Yep. How about Malaysia?
Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah, Kuala Lumpur.
Their parents pushing them every step of the way.
One holding.
Right. What's that? Hi, Monique. Hi.
Come to think of it, maybe there is such a thing as too young to learn.
I'm just going to lift your belly up, okay?
Monique Heller of Essex, Connecticut is obviously pregnant.
Sounds good.
She's already started trying to teach her new baby before she's even born.
I want to give her every advantage that we're able to, and to a certain extent I want her to be prepared for school as early as possible.
Using a device called Baby Plus, marketed as a prenatal education system. The motto, your womb, the perfect classroom.
Dakota gasped, "Oh, I think I know where Max went." I used it in my first pregnancy with my daughter Giovanna, and I'm using it now with our second daughter. And the product claims to help babies self-soothe and come out of the uterus a little bit more calm. Yes.
I love you.
I love you.
She insists it worked for Giovanna, so why not for daughter number 2? The device straps right onto the mother's belly for 1 hour twice a day.
What does it do?
It plays a sound that is simple and similar to the maternal placental heartbeat. And that encourages a child to discriminate. That discrimination over time strengthens learning skills for life.
And Baby Plus is just one of a growing number of products making similar claims, trying to cash in on the goodwill of parents who are interested in fetal development.
Among the claims here, you've mentioned a couple of them: more readily nursing, improved school readiness.
97% of parents who utilize this curriculum would use it again, recommend it to a friend, and feel it made a difference.
I'm sorry, that's just crazy. It's just...
You don't buy it?
No, nobody buys it. No scientist studying the fetus buys it.
Dr. Janet DiPieto, a developmental psychologist at Johns Hopkins University, says there's no evidence whatsoever that products like Baby Plus actually help a developing fetus, or that the fetal brain benefits from quote-unquote educational stimulus.
What fetuses seem to respond to most are loud sounds, the vacuum cleaner, a rock concert, and just because they might get kind of jazzed up to those things doesn't mean it's either good or bad for them.
And when you hear the term prenatal education,
yeah,
does that make
cringe.
sense?
No, I absolutely cringe.
Surely there must be some study that says this is good.
Surely there are no studies that say it's good. There are none. There are none.
Are there any studies
Yes,
at all?
there's a study that was published in the Pre and Perinatal Psychology Journal. It was small. My experience has been with the anecdotal evidence.
So this hasn't been thoroughly studied?
Well, it's been studied. It's just not been studied in long-term, huge clinical trials. That's what we're going toward.
So there's one study?
There's one early study.
Of course, that hasn't stopped them from selling the Baby Plus.
How much does one of these things cost?
At retail, $149.
California was really big this month.
This year, they plan to sell 20,000 of them.
What about this one?
Oink, oink.
Catherine Cranenberg is a middle-class mom in Washington who, like every mother, wants to give her kids every advantage. Kennedy's little brother, not yet born when we filmed her, already has a teddy bear that plays the sound of a mother's heartbeat.
We got the latest high chair from Bloom. So that is a real, it's like the Jetsons of high chairs.
Such a lovely day. Isn't it a lovely day?
She agreed to try out another baby product made in Israel called the Ritmo. It hooks up to your iPod so that mom can play tunes right into her belly.
Here's Bob Marley.
Sure enough, the fetus responded.
He's kicking. Or maybe his hands are moving or something like that.
And he's saying, like, make it stop, or giving you some more?
I think I think he's kind of like, what's this? This is kind of fun.
But our expert at Johns Hopkins was dubious about this product, too, because she says all that fluid in the mother's belly doesn't muffle the sound, it amplifies it.
You're taping their head to the speaker, so it's akin to taking your sleeping newborn, because fetuses mostly are asleep, and putting speakers right next to their crib and blasting Mozart while they're asleep.
Not such a good thing.
Who would do that?
She says it isn't just that these products won't help make your baby smarter. She worries they could actually cause harm. The manufacturers insist they're safe.
Do you want some cinnamon?
A little bit on my eggs.
Ritmo says its device works through a sophisticated controller to regulate the output of sound to a level safe for a baby in utero. But it may surprise expecting mothers to learn that they'll have to take the company's word for it. The government does not require them to meet any special product safety standards.
And I have to confess that I read to my wife's belly from
close to it,
fairly close,
yeah,
but not in a loud voice. Read to her a history of Harvard. Do you think that'll help?
The history of Harvard. Gonna get them into Harvard? No, I can guarantee you that.
1,000 men of Harvard.
In fact, I've noticed that if I now try to sing a Harvard fight song, my 2-year-old has a curious reaction.
Tell Daddy no, I don't like that.
Too young to learn? Perhaps, but I still have 16 years to try and change her mind. I'm David Wright for Nightline in Washington.
Since this piece first aired in January, Monique and Catherine both have delivered healthy and happy babies. So did the prenatal products work? Well, they're not enrolled in Harvard just yet. Our thanks there to David Wright.